district who has been sitting behind bars in Iran since 2011. That constituent, 29-year-old former Marine Amir was visiting his sick grandmother in Iran when authorities arrested him and accused him of spying for the CIA. His confession aired on state-run TV, but his family has said they believe Iranian authorities clearly coerced him. A court initially sentenced him to death, but the Iranian Supreme Court overturned that sentence. Since then, he's remained in prison without access to a lawyer or diplomatic officials. That congressman we mentioned is Democrat Dan Kildee. Congressman, good of you to join us, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Trace. Thanks for having me on.
I know that the timing here is not all coincidental. You've been working on this for a long time, but we talked about President Obama meeting with the Iranian president. Are you hoping in some capacity that President Obama brings this subject up with President Rouhani?
Well, if there is a face-to-face meeting, I hope so. I'll leave it to the administration to make decisions about the diplomatic process and what the level of engagement should be. I know that Secretary of State Kerry will be meeting with the Iranian foreign minister, so hopefully, our goal is to make sure that as Iran says it wants to rejoin the global community, that we can offer a tangible step that they could take to prove their seriousness, and that is to allow Amir Hekmati to come home to his family.
You also know, Congressman, that Iran has said a lot of things in the past that simply have not proven to be true. They clearly want to use Amir Hekmati as a bargaining chip. Are you concerned about that, him being the pawn in these negotiations?
Well, that's why we think he should, that President Rouhani should take the decisive action to release Amir. If he wants to demonstrate his seriousness, then he won't use the Hekmati case as a bargaining chip, but will simply do the right thing and release him. On humanitarian grounds or based on the evidence, it's clear that Mr. Hekmati should come home, and we think that the Iranian government, if it chooses to rejoin the international community, it should do so on its own by demonstrating with real action, not just with words, but with action, that it's serious, and this is one very positive way it could do that.
Yeah, and Congressman, while you were just speaking, I'm sure you saw we flashed some pictures of you holding that Free Amir sign along with Congressman Darrell Issa. You're pushing your colleagues to get involved here, and so far it's been pretty successful. Tell us about that.
It has been. I've asked members of Congress to join me just so that the Iranian people, the Iranian government, the Iranian leader knows that the American people and their representatives are paying attention. So this is one of those few times when members on both sides of the aisle, if you have Darrell Issa and John Lewis, both on the same side of a question, you know that it's something that the American people all believe in. This would be a chance for us to stand together and ask for this gesture to be made, and it's an important one. It's especially important to my constituent.
Yeah, it's important to a lot of people. Congressman Dan Kildee. Congressman, thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you. I really appreciate you bringing attention to this, and we hope that your viewers will join.
It's a very good cause. Congressman, thank you. Well, it turns